I'm not even going to lie, y'all. What is going on with the MAGA Republicans is so entertaining to me and Persephone. The leopards are out eating each other. Persephone, the leopards are out eating each other. We have Steve Bannon, Steve Bannon, y'all, the first puppeteer of the first Trump term, calling Elon Musk, or President Elon Musk, evil and racist. We have Steve Bannon calling Elon Musk evil and racist. And then we got JD Vance, who we haven't seen in how long, since the campaign trail, coming out and saying that they will pardon the non-violent January 6ers, and that has MAGA. The leopards are eating each other, and we have got to get into this. It is amazing. We are so amused. Let's check it. So this is the Daily Beast headline. Bannon sets MAGA expiration date for evil Elon Musk. But this one is behind a paywall, so let's continue. Here is the Axios article. It's titled, Bannon vows to have Musk run out of the White House. Steve Bannon will do anything to keep President Musk out of the incoming administration, the former Trump White House advisor said in a new interview. Why it matters. The conservative media firebrands comments to Correa de la Sera about the tech billionaire whom Trump has tapped to co-lead the made-up Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE, mark an escalation in a MAGA world civil war over immigration as the VP-elect prepares to begin his second term. What he's saying, I will have Elon Musk run out of here by Inauguration Day on January 20th. Which is next week, y'all. Bannon told the Italian outlet, per excerpts from the interview published in English by Bannon's former employer, Breitbart, over the weekend. He will not have full access to the White House. He will be like any other person, Bannon said. Yeah, right, Persephone. Yeah, right. He is a truly evil guy, a very bad guy. I made it my personal thing to take this guy down. How bad do you have to be to have Steve Bannon calling you bad and evil and racist? Driving the news, the MAGA World Division emerged last month over the H-1B visa scheme that's designed to attract skilled foreign workers to the United States, and which the South African-born naturalized U.S. citizen Musk has said he held. Some in MAGA world want to restrict immigration and promote U.S. workers, but Axios' Ben Berkowitz and Zachary Bassal note others want to cut costs and increase efficiency regardless of who does the work. Musk branded Republicans opposed to the scheme hateful, unrepentant racists following an anti-Indian rhetoric online in relation to the scheme. And Trump publicly backed the world's richest person over the visas. Okay. Now, this is MAGA on MAGA. On MAGA, we got tech bro MAGA against alt-white MAGA against Indian MAGA, and it has been a fight. And I'm here just watching it happen because the thing is, Elon Musk from South Africa became a citizen in whatever scheme way he did, but then he came in, went to Twitter, bought Twitter, fired a bunch of Americans, hired the H-1B visa Indians, and basically said that there are no Americans that could do these jobs. He's a liar. We know he's a liar, but he matches perfectly with the Trump administration, which is full of liars. This thing of the H-1B visas is about the entire immigration system is gamed by the tech bros. They use it to their advantage. The people are furious, said Bannon in his interview, adding that Musk's sole objective is to become a trillionaire. Bannon said Musk should go back to work to South Africa. Why do we have South Africans, the most racist people on earth, white South Africans? We have them making any comments on what goes on in the United States, he said. Zoom out. Musk bought Donald Trump in 2024, endorsing him in July following the assassination attempt on the Republican leader at a Butler, Pennsylvania rally. He basically bought Trump. And his investment is obviously paying off. Bannon cast doubt on Musk's intention during his interview. He will do anything to make sure that any one of his companies is protected or has a better deal or he makes more money, he said. His aggregation of wealth and then through wealth power. That's what he's focused on. Isn't that most of these people that have bought their way into his administration? All right, between the lines, Trump fired Bannon during his first administration. However, the War Room podcast host remains an influential figure in MAGA world. Bannon was released from prison in October after serving a 4-month sentence on contempt of Congress charges for refusing to comply with a subpoena related to the January 6th Capitol riot. Now let's move on to JD Vance and these failed insurrectionists from January 6th. Like this person, Brad Holly, said, he better or we will raise hell for the rest of our lives, as far as he better pardon all of them. And Philip Anderson says, been seeing lots of this. January 6th defendants and family members are swearing vengeance on JD Vance if all of the January 6th defendants are not saved, and they are right to do it. So let's just promote more violence or something. These people were violent. That's the reason why they have more time and they need to be in jail, unless we're going back to not being of law and order and being anti-police and stuff. Is that what they're saying? And here's the article from Mother Jones. Insurrectionists melt down after Vance says Trump shouldn't pardon violent January 6ers. Mr. Vice President, there's only one solution. Bring all our January 6th POWs, as in prisoners of war, bring all our January 6th prisoners of war home. Absolutely not. Y'all need to sit in there and think about what you did. You should have stayed home and ate a sandwich. So Vance is out here doing interviews, which is wild considering we haven't seen him. But it says JD Vance is learning what it's like to be a target of Trump supporters. Chaos in MAGA world ensued after the vice president-elect told Fox News Sunday host Shannon Bream that not all insurrectionists who stormed the Capitol on January 6th will receive pardons from Donald Trump. It's very simple, Vance claimed on the show. If you protested peacefully on January the 6th and you've had Attorney General Merrick Garland's Department of Justice treat you like a gang member, you should be pardoned. If you committed violence on that day, obviously you shouldn't be pardoned. And there's a little bit of gray there, but we're very much committed to seeing the equal administration of law. And there are a lot of people, we think, in the wake of January the 6th who are prosecuted unfairly, and we need to rectify that. Lest you forget, as my colleague Mark Fullman has chronicled, January 6, 2021 was indeed a heavily armed insurrection that saw 140 police officers injured and the deaths of 4 participants and 5 police officers who had been at the Capitol. More than 1,200 people have been charged for their actions that day, according to the Department of Justice. That includes more than 120 people charged with using deadly or dangerous weapon or causing serious bodily injury to an officer, and 11 charged with assaulting a member of the media or destroying their equipment, the DOJ says. Trump has made repeated promises to free the more than 460 participants who have been sentenced to periods of incarceration on his first day in office, calling them hostages and political prisoners. As recently as this past week at a press conference at Mar-a-Lago, he promised to issue major pardons when asked whether he would pardon those charged with violent offenses. Vance's recent comments, though, throws these pledges into question. So it comes as no surprise that after his comments aired on Fox News Sunday, some insurrectionists promptly melted down. Like, would you say, like some snowflakes? Like some triggered snowflakes? An ex-account purporting to represent Jay Klain, who's incarcerated in D.C. while awaiting trial on charges he beat police officers at the Capitol, posted a lengthy message addressed to Vance, writing in part, "The January 6 hostages' families have been crushed by the mixed messaging coming from the White House on the January 6th pardon process recently. We are utterly confused. We have been waiting 4 years for this moment, and now it seems like your administration is going to possibly leave some of our brothers behind to rot away in the gulag for the next 10 to 20 years. The post continues before falsely alleging that all insurrectionists were set up and trapped by the FBI and falsely claiming that all protested peacefully. Mr. Vice President JD Vance, there's only one solution. Bring all our January 6th POWs home, no man left behind. Day 1, full pardons and clearing of the prisons." So we like this. So let's get this right. The GOP and MAGA like violence. That's where I am. Anyways, let me know what you think of these two stories. Jump in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.